I think we might just possibly fit in this question from Ryan Hemingway, please. Ryan Hemingway.
Can the BBC really afford to lose Jeremy Clarkson?
It had to happen. The reason that this question is interesting is because 750,000 people, according to the latest figure, have signed a petition calling on the BBC to retain his services. Natalie Bennett, are you a petrol head? Are you?
Well, it probably won't surprise anyone in the audience or at home to know that I have never watched Top Gear, so I don't have a critical view on this. I'm well aware that there's clearly an audience for this, but the BBC does have responsibility for the behaviour of its presenters. And at the moment, we're talking about an incident which is still subject to an inquiry, and like everybody else, Jeremy Clarkson is entitled to innocent until proven guilty. But I think if you look at his track record and his behaviour over a number of years, I think now would be a really good time for him to move on in his life and stop collecting licence fee payers' money and take another job on.
OK. Ian Hislop?
Me?
You?
Yeah. Yes. Well, I'm the only other person who's been assaulted by Clarkson. He threw a biro at me live on Have I Got News For You, which stabbed me in the eye here.
Oh.
We had to stop recording. He refused to believe it was blood. He said it was red biro. And then he apologised afterwards. So, if he's going to be done for assault,
and I want
other offences.
You were there.
You were there as well.
I was there
too. It's a true story, is it? I thought it was apocryphal.
It's a true story. I saw Mr. Hislop give forth blood.
Blood. We had to stop recording. But look, that's just my personal history. Basically, my main objection to this is that the Prime Minister, who can't spend any time debating the main issues of the day, puts out a statement.
Yes, Lucy.
Well, look, for me, this one's really easy. I mean, I think this guy should get the sack. You know, I watch Top Gear with my 10-year-old stepson every Sunday. I think it's a funny programme. He's a good presenter. But I'm sorry, over many years now, you know, this guy has proved himself to be sexist, to be racist, and now we find out this week to be violent. You know, in any other walk of life, if you were on a final written warning and you assaulted a subordinate, you would get the sack, and I think the same should apply to him.
Well, your Prime Minister hopes it can all be sorted out because his children like Top Gear.
I like Top Gear and I watch it all the time.
Can the BBC really afford to lose Jeremy Clarkson?
I think, you know what, dare I say it, David? But no presenter is ever bigger than the show, and all presenters are dispensable. I think it's...
Not my show, it's Question Time.
No, I know, but there is often that
Dimbleby
theme.
if the food isn't hot.
Goodbye, Dad.
I live off cheese platters.
I think with Jeremy Clarkson, it is a real sadness because he's actually a very, very good presenter. He's genuinely funny. He does some great interviews, but he's also...
The word sadness is pushing it a bit, isn't it?
The woman at the back there.
He's also paying a great deal of our money.
Can I just... somebody as good as that, but he's just an idiot.
You can't say he's not entertaining. Loads of people tune in to BBC just to see him on Top Gear. However, how can they possibly keep him on after everything he's done? How can... They need to make that an example.
Well, even with the Prime Minister's backing.
No, he didn't
How is it acceptable?
He did back him.
You know,
You
in
said he
any
was
other
an idiot.
workplace,
You asked
it wouldn't
David
be
Cameron.
acceptable. So why is it acceptable for him?
If he hit or went to hit somebody, he's curtains, isn't he?
OK.
And he has to be. It's the
Charles
right
Kennedy,
thing.
in or out for
He's
Clarkson?
very loyal to his friends, Mr Cameron. You ask Andy Coulson.
You're shocking. You're shocking.
Right.
Jeremy Clarkson, the future. This is very politically incorrect of me, but end of Gone with the Wind. Frank, my dear, I do not give a damn.
Well,
simple as that.
And that's our hour up. I'm sorry not to be allowed more time. No, well, we only have an hour, you know. Maybe if